Hi there V-Gang, it's Agovi Moetsi and welcome back to my channel. This is day 3 of my 30-day filmathon. If this is your first time coming through to my channel, I'd like to say thank you so much for coming. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you're a regular subby, welcome back. So in this episode, I'm going to be sharing with you how I got a 4.0 GPA in my master's degree, in my master's program. So if you're interested in hearing more about this and learning more of my tips and hacks, stay tuned for more. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's just be realistic, right? Getting a 4.0 CGPA for your master's program, number one, is not necessary. You can do okay and move on with your career just by getting like a 3.0, and that's still cool. Number two, it is a lot of hard work. You do not need a 4.0 GPA to get into a PhD program or to get a job. However, it will get you to stand out for your PhD candidacy and at your job application. So with that out of the way, now I'm going to share with you what exactly I did in order for me to get a 4.0 for my master's program. So it's very important for you to start off from day one being intentional about what you're trying to achieve, where you want to go. You want to get a 4.0 CGPA. I used to tell myself I'm going to get a 4.0 CGPA, and from day one my mindset is prepped for whatever work I have to put in to get that grade. With a 4.0 CGPA, if I want to go anywhere in the world and pursue my PhD, if that's what I want to do, I can probably get full funding for it because clearly my grades make me stand out, you get? And I wanted to outdo myself. I just feel like if I could do it before, I can do it again. And if I could do it for my undergrad, I can do it for my master's. Of course, it's not the same thing, but I pushed myself further than I thought I could go in order to achieve these grades. Okay, you need to strategize how exactly you're going to do this. You can include doing your assignments on time, meeting deadlines, communicating effectively with your lecturers in the event that you cannot meet a deadline, presenting with your whole heart, putting effort into your work, literally putting your heart and soul on paper as you're writing that assignment, answering those questions. You are working with a strategy in mind and in heart. It's also very important for you not to be hard on yourself. So let's give a scenario whereby there is a platform as to how your lecturer is planning on distributing grades. 10% for participation in attendance, 50% for the final exam, 25% for the midterm, 20% for presentation, and so and so and so. So in the event that maybe you miss out on 10% of your perfect attendance, right, you can still manage to put in so much more effort into your presentation such that if you do get between an 18 and a 20 out of 20 for your presentation, you can cover up for the missing percentage that is missing in your attendance, you get. So at the end of the day, you still stay within the zone of getting a 4.0. Ask for assistance and help when you need it. It's one thing to think you know it all and I'm going to figure it out, but with the master's program, right, there is so much that is expected from you as the individual. With the undergrad, there was so much spoon feeding. Like, teachers would literally tell you so much information, but if you don't understand something, if it is written on the paper, you're supposed to do A, B, C, D, and you do not understand D, instead of just winging it and I don't know what it means, I'm just gonna go with the flow, I'm just going to leave it blank. Rather, email your lecturer, explain, can I please see you during your office hours? I don't understand A, B, C, D, can you please explain it to me? And they're more than willing, and they like it when students go to them and ask them for help. They like when they actually know your name, you know, like, oh yeah, Peter came to my office, he was asking for such and such help. Oh, he's such a keen student, you get. It's not that you're just trying to look for the title of being a keen student, but literally you are a step ahead of someone who is winging it, and you who has actual information about what is expected of you. Or like in the event that, let's say, you're going through the readings, because you'll be expected to read a lot by yourself during your master's program. You're going through the readings and you don't understand something, and maybe you talk to some of your friends and everyone is kind of like confused. It's very, very important for you to take up that opportunity to talk to your lecturer, just to get further information that would help you be a step ahead of the exams, assignments, the presentation. You need to know what's expected of you. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. And understand what is expected of you. So as I said in the beginning, you need to plan to pass, because my father always tells me, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So if you don't have a plan in place as to how you're going to achieve these grades, you are definitely not going to achieve what you are trying to achieve at the end of the day. Individual classes require very different things. Teachers are different, teaching styles are different, exam styles are different. It's very important for you to understand who your lecturer is, what is expected of you, know your course outline. It's also a good idea to stay ahead of your deadline. So what I used to do, I had a timetable that I wrote, and I had all the information that I needed with the important deadlines on my timetable, right? So if every single Monday, I had a lecturer who every single Mondays, she used to give us assignments. Literally every week we had assignments, and they were so tough. So every single Friday on my timetable, there was a reminder which used to say assignment due from such and such teacher on Monday. So literally I know that every single Monday she's going to give us another assignment, and we're supposed to hand in another assignment every single Monday. Meeting deadlines was very, very important. Deadlines for work, deadlines for school. So I had two timetables, one for school, one for work. Guys, work and school is really hard. Kudos to our parents, they are amazing. It's really, really hard. So just balancing the two, I needed to be organized. So I needed to strategize how I was going to do it. It's important for you to go through the list of courses being offered that semester, and once you have that list, you go through the course names that you're probably interested in, you look them up, you get more information, and then you go to the lecturer who is teaching that course. It's very important for you to research who exactly is teaching that course, because it could save you. And then of course there are mandatory courses like research methods. You don't have a choice, the lecturer is the lecturer, and it's a mandatory course, right? But for courses that are electives, just know what you're getting yourself into, and then you look for students who have taken courses with that lecturer before, and then you ask them, how is the lecturer, how are the exams structured, how is the workload, and stuff. From that situation, you've got your core courses which are very hectic. You can also look for lecturer whose report lets you know that the workload is not as intense as the other lecturers who are on the side. You get, so literally you have a mix and a balance between hectic lecturers and non-hectic lecturers, and at the end of the day you are able to balance. You know where to put in more effort, where more time is required for you to study. That would absolutely help you in making sure that you are not getting yourself into a situation where at the end of the day you're just like, you know what I mean? I managed to balance between my social life and work and school. Basically, I didn't have a social life, but in the event that you're not working, it's very important for you to balance between your social life and your school life. I was a full-time student and working and having a social life. It was just, it was crazy. I felt like I didn't have time for myself, and I was suffocating. And on weekends especially, I'm just like, no school, no work, I'm not doing this, I'm chilling because I need to breathe. When you go to class, be physically and mentally present. I know it's very draining. My situation was crazy. I'd work from 8 to 4, and then from 5 to 8 I have classes. So literally my brain has been drained throughout the whole day at work, and then after work I am in class, and then after class I have to do assignments and some work, and then I have to wake up by 6 and commute between 7 and 8, and 8 I'm at work. Like, it was crazy. It was really, really crazy. I had a situation where every part of my day was very hectic. So when I get to class, if I've read something that I don't understand in class, I'm asking all the relevant questions that I know I will not have time to be asking. Of course, lecturers have office hours and specific times they can be assisting you, but I also have work, so I can't really be leaving work to go to school, to go back to work, to go back to school in the night. It just doesn't make sense. You get what I'm saying? Do your best in your assignments, in your presentations. That 10% for attendance is very important. Put your best foot forward. If you say I'm gonna do this, do it with your whole heart. I feel like there is no point in paying for something. Okay, I didn't pay for it because I got 100% scholarship, but I don't think it's necessary or a good thing for you to pay for something and then you just, it's mediocre, nothing good comes out of it. It's just you get. And if it's your parents paying for you or you're paying for yourself, you're working for this money and then you're going to throw it down the drain for such mediocre grades, and then your parents are putting in this money for you to do your master's program, for you to produce mediocre grades. They could be doing something else with that money, you get, but they're sacrificing it for you so that you can have a better future. They want you to have opportunities they never had. So I just really think it's important for you to just put your best foot forward. You never know what doors can be opened just from good grades. You never know. Maybe you can get a study abroad opportunity, you can get a scholarship to further your education somewhere else, you can get a job in another place, or you can get someone who wants to invest in you and start business with you. I mean, there's just so many things, so many doors can be opened by just putting your best foot forward and having a good report about you as a student. So yeah, just being the best that you can also pushes you towards getting a 4.0, and that's how I managed to do my thing. And I also kind of had a bit of pressure because I was on 100% scholarship, so I don't want my scholarship to be taken away from me. You know, they were covering so many things and I was just, my job was to learn. So yeah, I really didn't want that opportunity to be taken away from me. In the event that you don't know something, you're doing an assignment and it's a bit confusing, you can't contact your lecturer, look it up. Instead of winging it or just leaving it blank, never leave blanks. Oh my gosh, in exams, if you don't know something or some word or something, is just try. You never know, maybe the way you explain it is somehow miraculously close to the answer. Or if it's something like IR, there's never a wrong answer, unless of course it's a specific term or a specific person or a specific date or a specific organization. But other than that, if you're just explaining something, never leave it blank. Just explain as best as you can in your own way, and you never know, maybe the way you explain it is the exact same way that your lecturer was thinking about. So never leave blanks. And that's also in assignments. If you don't know something, look it up. Make sure you're not plagiarizing. I mean, basically whatever is expected of you. If you need to reference your work Chicago style, then do it Chicago style. If you need to reference upper style, then reference upper style. Like, there's no need for you to go and then do footnotes, and no one is expecting you to do footnotes. Do whatever is needed by your university, obviously, by your lecturers. So that's basically how I managed to get a 4.0 for my master's program, for my postgraduate program, if you could call it that. It was a lot of work, it was a lot of sleepless nights, it was hectic. Oh my god. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. Remember to like, subscribe and comment, and I will see you tomorrow in my day 4 of my 30-day filmathon. God bless. Bye.